If you turn off of Shady Grove Road onto Davidson Drive, all of a sudden you'll see several city facilities, including where we are today, which is the city's compost facility. And with me is Brandy Tuning, who is the city's compost manager. What
Hi
an
there.
interesting job you have.
I love it. I love it. I've only been here about 3 months. I'm absolutely loving it so far.
Well, there's a lot going on up here, and you're going to explain to us what's going on particularly. Let's start with the services that the compost facility provides to the public.
Okay, we have 3 different types of materials that we produce here on site. Of course, our compost, which is the favorite, but we also make leaf mulch, and then we have wood mulch as well. And each of those products has its own application. Everyone kind of knows what wood mulch is. They like that on top of their flower beds or something like that. Ours is a little more rough than that, so ours are bigger pieces, but people love it for certain gardening types. Compost, of course, everyone uses that. Spring and fall planting both are real popular times. And then leaf mulch as well is something good. Flowers really like it. You can put it right on top of the surface and it kind of helps hold some moisture, and it's a pretty good weed barrier as well. So we have all 3 of those available to the public.
Isn't it amazing to you how popular compost is
Oh.
year-round and how many questions you get about it?
It is. People take this really seriously. You know, when it's time to get the tomatoes in the ground or they're getting their spring flowers ready, this is serious business for folks.
Yes, and you've managed over the years, due to the science of creating compost, to be able to provide a pretty steady supply.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, we have more right now than we really need. We've had to slow down production because we have such a backlog. So we've got some special events coming up that we're hoping to help get some of this out to the public.
Good. Well, this segment is going to air in the area of the month of August.
Okay.
So right now, what's going on as far as what you're offering citizens, and then talk about the future too.
It is the three standard materials that we have all the time. We have plenty of it. The guys are back here today making even more. This is a lengthy process. Compost is not built in a day. Compost takes time to make. There are processes for treatment and curing, so it takes us a month or 2 to get compost ready for the public. So this is not something overnight. So we have to make this in advance and store it and have it ready for loading when customers come in.
You've gotten so good at production, as you say, that during the month of July you were giving away wood chips.
We gave away the wood grindings because we have such a backlog of that, because we get brush in not only from the public but also from landscapers and contractors as well. So, you know, particularly like after a storm event, we just get a big influx of that stuff and we really bring in more than we can use. So we turn that back around and we say, hey, if you're one of those people that likes this in your garden, come and get it.
Do you have problems with people dumping things other than wood here?
Not really. That's policed pretty heavily at the front. Everyone comes through an entry gate and checks in with the clerk, and most of that is caught and stopped right there.
So most people enjoy the compost facility, so they follow the rules.
Absolutely.
They want to make sure that they have it available to them anytime they want it.
Right, yeah. They are pretty good about self-policing. We don't see a whole lot of deliberate abuse, and we have a lot more people come in the gate that say, we're so glad you're here. Thank you for this.
Yes. What do you do with the giant stumps and things like that?
We don't take certain things. If they are too big for our machines to handle, we'll actually reject them. And most people are pretty good-natured about that. And we have a big sign out by our gate that specifies the sizes of materials that we can bring in. So we don't have a whole lot of problem with that. But our wood grinder can handle some pretty good size material.
That's great. Can you tell us a little bit about what the giant machinery is doing behind us as they go back and forth? What are they doing?
These are front end loaders over here, and we use those buckets on the front of those to scoop up all the different materials that you layer to make compost, which is where your biosolids and your wood grindings come in. So they use those loaders to slowly start building those rows up, and then as they sit there, they heat. We turn them, we take temperatures on them, we actually sample them and send them off to a lab, and then once it passes all of that, then the public can have it.
Excellent. Let's talk fees a little bit.
Okay.
Sometimes people get confused as to what they have to
Right.
pay for.
We don't actually charge for the materials. What we charge is a loading fee. And that's $10 per cubic yard up to 4, and then it kind of increases up from there. So when we did the free grindings in July, grindings are actually free every day. What we did was we just waived the loading fee for that month.
Yes. So Now we're leading up to the big event in September. What will we be doing then?
We are going to do a massive clean out to try to get ready for all of our new material. In September, we will be giving away all of our products for free. No loading charge on anything. That's the compost, the leaf mulch, and the wood grindings.
So you heard it here. That means you're going to have lots of customers in September.
We're going to be very busy. And that's why you see the guys working so actively back here today. We're gearing up for September at this point.
Excellent. Okay, so that's not the only new thing that's going on. You have a relatively new building. How did that come about?
We have made a lot of structural changes on the facility. We still have people come in every day that say, this looks different. It didn't look like this when I came last time. We have a new permanent office that's been open less than a year. In that process, we also switched to one-way drives. So now there's an entry driveway and an exit driveway. So that smooths the flow of traffic considerably. We may also, in the future, change all this up again because we're hoping that we can add weigh scales in the future. Oh. And so that will change all of our driveway setup again, but it should make traffic flow a lot faster. It'll make sure that all of our data is tracked more accurately and hopefully make that a more streamlined process for the customers coming in and out.
Did we see a truck literally driving up to that new building and a drive-through experience?
It is a drive-through.
I thought so.
It's just like a fast food restaurant. You pull up, there's a window, the clerk leans out the window and basically asks you what you want, takes your money right there, and they send you on it to be loaded. It's pretty simple.
You cannot beat that.
It's not bad.
Right, drive-through convenience, fantastic.
That's right.
Is there anything else you'd like to add as we wrap up here?
We are just so grateful for our customers. You know, this facility's been here for decades, and we have some customers who have been here for decades as well, and we're so grateful to all those people who keep coming out, who share with their friends about our products. You know, we want happy customers, we want great customer service, and we've got an excellent crew up here working really hard to make you the best compost we can.
Indeed they do, and we didn't even touch the environmental aspects of, we have to do something with biosolids. People have to do something with their yard waste.
Right.
And so all of that comes together to make a product that is in great demand.
Yes, it's actually the perfect environmental storm because you're saving so much space in a landfill where all this stuff would have to be dumped. Landfills are finite. At some point, they're out of space. They have to be capped. You have to move over and build another one. No one wants a landfill in their backyard. So this kills two birds with one stone. We keep all of the green waste, like the lawn clippings and the tree branches, out of the landfill, but we also are helping out our sister plant next door, the wastewater plant, and all of their biosolids, tons and tons and tons of that per year, are now recycled into a usable product.
Isn't that amazing?
It's fantastic.
I never cease to be amazed when I come up here, and if you have not visited the compost facility, give it a try. You'll be amazed at what's going on up here and what an efficient operation it is. Brandy, thank you so much for giving us an overview. Don't forget the month of September where everything is loaded free. And next week we'll bring you more city news.